We've hit somewhat of a standstill on the major parts of the van build as I wait for my dad to come back in to give me a hand with the cabinets and the kitchen. We have the bed and garage built, all of our exterior modifications done, and are now just looking to finish off the final bits. In this episode, I build out my battery compartment and try to troubleshoot my diesel heater.
Oh, happy Sunday, guys. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. It is brutally hot here in Utah this weekend. It is about 100 degrees, literally triple digit weather, which has made it super hard to work on the van as soon as it becomes like midday. It just gets so hot out here. It makes it staggeringly difficult. And to be honest with you guys, I don't think a lot is going to be happening with the van for the next 7 to 10 days, really. I just want to make that clear as I'm kind of struggling to show you guys what's been going on, just because largely there hasn't been much going on. I need help to do the rest of the van, which basically includes the cabinets and the kitchen. So yesterday I worked on the van for about half the day, and then I went go-karting. So what I did yesterday, which I'm really stoked with, is you can see this thick wire here. This is a 4-gauge wire, so it's actually pretty tough to work with. That ultimately runs back here, runs up and over here, down behind this wall into here. And so what I had to do is I took this seat off here and this seat off, and I ran it underneath the floor through these seats, and it comes out right here. And that wire is for my DC to DC battery charger. So what that's going to allow me to do is charge my house batteries while I'm driving. So here I'm making a junction box, which is basically putting 2 different AC wires into one, and then one wire will come out and hook up into my inverter down here. So I had to kind of mount this box, and I'll have to hook all these AC wires up, which might be a pain, but I think I'll have to make it work. So that is one thing I was working on. Then the other thing I've been working on is just mounting my fuse panel, which is where basically all of these wires are eventually going to lead into. So I passed over this kind of quickly, but this is basically what a junction box looks like. And the point of this is to be able to kind of meet 2 different AC wires and then put them out into one, because the inverter only has one input section for this wire. So I had to kind of combine them just like you would solder a wire on for the 12 volt stuff here. It's kind of the same thing. So the only thing you need to kind of do instead is, you see that green screw right there, that is your ground. So you just kind of need to bring that 3rd wire all into that nut there, and then just use a wire nut, which are super easy to use to connect all your lives and your neutrals. And then I'll just put a cover on this, and that should be all I need to do. It is so freaking hot out. It's so uncomfortable. It's rough. It's literally 100 degrees and just completely hot. The sun is just torturing me. But I am going to paint the sides of the bed here. I figured you kind of have to, because when you have the back doors open and you look in here, you don't want to see this unfinished edge. So I'm going to just paint this white to match with the rest of the van. One of my goals when I started making the van was that I want to have a super clean battery power area. I think it's easy to have this get completely carried away. So I'm just trying to see if I can make this super clean and have it look really nice. Here's that junction box that I showed you guys earlier, which closed up pretty nicely. Here's my charge controller mounted over here, I guess. And then it also kind of helped because it created this channel behind in between here, so I'm able to run the bigger battery cables and some of the other larger wires down through there to kind of get them out of this main area, and then they just pop out down here. I have 3 fuses here, a 60 amp inline fuse, a 40 amp, and a 200 amp fuse. This one is going to be for the inverter. This one is running off my batteries into the charge controller, and then this is going to be for my DC to DC battery charger. Oh yeah, and then I have one up here as well. This is a 20 amp inline fuse with my fuse block mounted up here. So that's kind of what I've been working on, are those things. And I also mounted this kill switch here, which will basically allow me to just kill all of my batteries if I need to get in and work on them. That's about it. I think I'm gonna run to this store, grab some dinner. It's Sunday night now at 7 o'clock, so I gotta kind of regroup for work and make sure I have clean clothes, even because I don't even know if I got laundry. So I'll check with you guys tomorrow after work on what else I'm gonna work on the van. Look at my dirty, just so much paint. It's painting is a mess. It's fun, but it's a mess. What's up, everyone? I must say, this time of day, which is like 6 o'clock, 5:30, is arguably one of the worst to work on the van because the sun is low in the sky this way and it just penetrates through this door here, and it just makes me so hot because I just bake in the sun. I am trying to work on my heater. I've had some issues with it, so I reached out to HeatSo, which is the company that I bought this from. I just sounded like a true New Yorker. Bought this from, and I'm thinking I might have initialized this system incorrectly, which is why it's not working. I'm getting a fuel pump issue. So either I did something wrong, or my fuel pump is malfunctioned, or the heater itself is not working. So I actually wired this up off camera on Friday night, and it looks kind of complicated, but it was actually pretty straightforward with how it went. There's some good guides online, but basically that was why I had to run power from my batteries into this compartment, and then it was kind of just a matter of knowing which wires are going where and hooking them up. This is the fuse block they gave me. Come on, focus. And it was just a matter of kind of putting fuses in and just connecting the wires. I could do a full video on that once I know it works properly. So in order to reset the parameters in the actual unit, I need to defuse it, remove the fuses, and then kind of rehook this back up and see if I can get back into the initialization phase or something like that. Well, I completely reset it, and I'm still getting the same error. It just says H1 fuel supply or pump. So I'm kind of playing that email game with the company that I bought it from to hopefully have them help me figure it out, what's going on. Rather unfortunate, but I'm glad it's happening now rather than in the middle of the winter. I just want to be done with this heater. Like, I'm so sick of it, to be honest. I just want to fuse it all up, close it up, and just secure that seat down and be done with it. I guess best case at this point, they just send me a new heater. I just pop mine out, pop the new one in, and we're good to go. That's all I have for you guys in this episode. This heater has been a big issue, but I know it will all get resolved. So thank you guys so very much for watching another one of my videos. Just the support you guys give me, the amount of people that continue joining onto the squad here truly is remarkable. So thank you guys so very much. I wish I could express my gratitude in a different way, but for now I'll just try to keep making videos and just hanging out with you guys, because it truly is my highlight of the week. So I will see all of you guys in the next one. Take it easy, fam. Peace out. Woo!